They entertain you. They make you laugh. You sit there puzzled, wondering, how'd he do that? People vanish. A deck of cards develops a life of its own. Your applause says you love it and you want to see more. But if you think this is all there is to magic, think again. Because now you can make magic work for you and turn your next trade show into a memorable, profitable event for your company and your product. This success can be yours when you think CorporateFx, the trade show infotainment professionals.
Crowds are much larger than I anticipated. I figured we would have probably maybe 5 or 10 people who would be standing around watching the magician, and usually it's a large group that almost takes up the entire space.
He really works the message into the magic. You know, it's not just a magic show. He manages to get the corporate message out, and actually those are the kind of comments we get from our salespeople here.
Trade shows are the ideal place for your company to reach your targeted segment of decision makers. But with the hundreds of exhibitors, how will your company and your product stand out? How will you reach the maximum number of prospects, educate them about your product, and leave them with a lasting positive impression? The answer? CorporateFx, the trade show infotainment professionals who are ready to customize their magic uniquely to your company and your product.
There are companies here that want you to jump to conclusions when it comes to grid computing. They want to tell you that they've got the power when it comes to high-performance computing. But here at Sun, we have something that many of them don't have. That's scalability, availability, and reliability. Sun Microsystems delivers scalability, availability, and reliability. Plus Solaris. Solaris is open source. Solaris is free, running on x86 or x64 processors. Solaris gives you the ability to run wherever you want. You're missing this, aren't you, sir?
Would definitely recommend CorporateFx to anyone interested in really a good, strong presentation.
For us, the #1 priority is having people go through the booth and not just enjoy a magic show, but actually learn about our value propositions, our branding, our messaging.
One of the things that I really like is the way that the technology is woven into the Magic Act. In fact, I had heard from someone that Scott Tokar was better than some of our Sun people at knowing our messaging, so that's a good reason to use CorporateFx.
With CorporateFx, they looked, act, and sound like they're with Sun Microsystems, and I 100% feel that CorporateFx, I feel like they're a part of my team anytime we do an event together.
When you work with the professionals from CorporateFx, you now have a choice in infotainment as you maximize your visibility, increase traffic flow, reach the most elusive trade show customer, and qualify your lead for a sales call or follow-up.
If the composition of the balloon were integrated with a protective shell, such as the Curix HT film, it would not pop. Let me show you. As I push the needle into the balloon, you'll notice the balloon does not pop, Doctor. It's absolutely astounding. That's because of the protective shell. If it didn't have the coating, well, if it didn't have the coating, I'd be bursting your bubble.
We are still talking about the show in Charlotte. The show was a great success for TIAC, and CorporateFx was the major difference. The script preparation, product knowledge, and rapport with the military and civilian audience was evident to all. We look forward to working with CorporateFx again in the near future.
I cut to a small card, he picked a small card. No. Well, let's see. This is about as small as they get. In fact, I don't think they make a smaller card than that.
And helping to increase and qualify your sales leads is what CorporateFx is all about. After all, it takes more than a free pen to draw a crowd.
Folks, Sun is a lot more than Solaris and Java. We're hardware too. Let's say that this represents Sun's Enterprise 450. Sun's Enterprise 450 requires less processors than an NT solution because it's running Solaris.
The trade show competition is fierce. There's more for your prospects to see than time to see it. How will you get your point across so it will be remembered and turned into a sale?
Say your data is here, but you're over here. It's no problem with Sun. Come on, folks, not for me, but for Veronica.
They're actually walking away understanding why we're here.
If you choose to make the investment of bringing CorporateFx in, you will find that the return in terms of business is really there. I think it's a great return on investment.
Our messaging is highly technical, and to get that message out in a PowerPoint slide is very difficult. With CorporateFx, we're able to communicate that in a highly exciting and creative way, and it truly draws the people to our booth and creates more or less a buzz year after year.
For more information on how you can enjoy larger, more enthusiastic crowds immediately at your next trade show, crowds that lead to sales, call the infotainment professionals at CorporateFx today. All our infotainers are highly trained in corporate identification and message incorporation, and they are ready to work for you at your next trade show. Call toll-free 1-800-MAGIC-13 or visit our website at www.corporatefx.com. And remember, if you think magic is only about pulling rabbits out of hats, think again. And this time, think the infotainment professionals at CorporateFx.
I would stake my career on the fact that hiring this magician is going to draw crowds and possibly sell a system. This is job security, absolutely.